Hello, Love Shine. Hello, Jasmine. Hello, Lilith. Hello, Juanson. How was your day today? How was everybody? Hello, Julie. How are you doing, sweetie? We are starting off with our beautiful Jasmine, and then we're gonna go and see our beautiful Julie, I believe is on up next. And we do have our beautiful Love Shine. So I'm going to guess that you're going to be third. Let me go see. So how was everybody's day? And are you looking forward to the weekend? Just one moment. I'm logging into PayPal. 1 second. Jasmine, I already have your questions. So I'll be with you in just one little tiny little second. So confirmation over here, we have Jasmine, we have Julie, and we have Love Shine. So Love Shine, just wait a moment before posting your questions. When I'm with Julie, then it will be the perfect time for you to post them. Alrighty. Jasmine, here we go. So, how's everybody's day? And how's everybody doing? Thank you, sweetie. I've got you, my beautiful Julie. You're going to be on up in about, I'll say about 3 minutes. Yours was productive. Good, Love Shine. Are people starting to respond a little bit more to the door hangers that you posted out not too long ago? Hi, Joy. Nice to see you, sweetie. Here we go. I'm going to get this started, okay? So, Jasmine. I'm not going to read the question because it is long, but I will go and answer the first question for you, okay? So, about the woman's voice into the background altogether. Okay, this is what I'm going to say in regards to it, okay? I know that's understandable that hearing that sound kind of a little bit shook you, but here's the thing. The actual noises that you could hear from a video on any type of platform, doesn't really matter which one it is, can come from a lot of different sources. TV, neighbors, roommates, family, audio glitches, like there are so many things. So unless he openly kind of shows or confirms that there is somebody that is there, there's no real way to actually be certain who that voice was. And since he doesn't necessarily share his relationship status or post with anybody else, it kind of leaves a little bit things for speculation. So what's important is that your instincts are alerting you that maybe something could kind of make you feel a little bit uneasy, but that's absolutely valuable. Quite frankly, at this moment in time, what I'm going to say to you is I do not believe that this person is into a clear relationship, but I do believe that they do see other people, like, you know, here and there. So is this person into a relationship? I shall say no, but do they meet up with other people? I will say yes every once in a while. So yeah. About meaning him, yeah. I honestly would not do it. I wouldn't. I don't see how purchasing something of the such is going to bring you on forward in anything. It's going to end up costing you that amount of money, and that's pretty much what it is. So should you actually do it? I'll say no. So you're absolutely right to pause. I feel like the right question that you need to ask yourself over here is, what are you truly going to get out of it? What outcome are you going to make out of that? And how is that going to make it worth it for you? Is it only going to bring more questions? Is it only going to bring more disappointment? If something is meant to happen, that it is meant to happen, but the value of the money does not necessarily need to be there. So, I mean, if it's about you getting some type of curiosity satisfied or a sense of peace or something as such, then okay, the amount of money could be worth it. But if it's something else in any other regards, I'm going to say no. If you're hoping for, love or the romantic possibility, I feel like that's going to lead to disappointment. This is something that this person does with other people. It's not something that is done onto a relationship kind of a level to go, and date somebody. So I'm going to say there's no clear indication of this person wanting or, offering that altogether. So kind of feels like the money is going to go towards something that you would like and hope for, but not necessarily something that you're going to get. So I'm going to say, as for doing it, no. If you want to, that's okay. If you get any type of information from it, then it will be worth it. Is this about divine timing? Everything is about divine timing in life. It's really just a question of when, how, and everything of the such. What I will say is this for you, okay, sweetie? I feel like altogether, yes, sometimes the universe kind of places people or even content into your path to kind of awaken that curiosity, to test your boundaries, to teach you a certain maybe self-worth in different ways, but not always to necessarily create that romance. So the fact that you're questioning whether to move on kind of shows that the timing is a little bit at work. I feel like it's already kind of helping you reassess what you actually want in love. It doesn't mean that you want love from that person. It's what you want in love. So the truth over here is that this connection is probably not something onto a romantic divine timing, but it's more like a soul to your nudge to help you clarify what you deserve, which would be transparency, emotional safety, love that doesn't confuse you. Now, if you did meet him one-on-one, Julie, just let us know that you are here. And Loveshine, you may begin to post your questions, my sweetie, if you want to, and let me know how your meeting went today, because you did have a meeting. You said it was productive, but you were supposed to meet up with your sweetie pie, right? So if you did meet him one-on-one, realistically, I kind of feel like a paid one-on-one, virtual or in person, would likely stay more into the professional, more into a conversational kind of a level. It might bring you answers about his personality, his energy, his intentions, like who he is, how he does things, how he perceives things. But don't expect it to turn into something that would be romance. So if you're going to walk away with anything, you're going to walk away with the clarity that he's not the one for you into that, and that's going to allow you to have that freedom to move on forward. And at the same time, you're going to end up getting that curiosity that's going to be satisfied. So you're no longer just kind of left wondering. So yeah, I'm going to say a meeting all together is not going to magically change things, but it could give you a closure, if you will. So if you're going to do it, go into the mindset that this is for insight, not for dating. So I understand how you're feeling. I understand the hurt, sweetie. It's just that there's no clear energy over here upon this person or this movement. This person can be into your divine timing to bring across a message, to help move forward, to do a lot of different things, but not necessarily onto a relationship level this time around, sweetie pie. Hey, Stephanie. Thank you, my love. You're doing a deep clean for your home. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of job. Hey, Stephanie, sweetie pie. Thank you for your donation, my love. You're going to be up in about 15 minutes, okay? And we will leave you a timestamp. Absolutely. Jasmine, I am sending you much love, sweetie pie. Julie. Wait, I think you sent me an email, didn't you? You did. Okay. Here we go. Love Shine, if you want to post, you can. And here we go. Okay. So okay. Does Mike know the energy is coming from you? And does he know that you're intentionally sending it? Oops. So up next is Love Shine, followed up by Joy and Stephanie. So Love Shine, Joy, and Stephanie. So but does Mike know the energy is coming from you? And does he know that you're intentionally sending it? Okay, hold on. Short answer, does he know? Yes, he does know. Well, he knows, but I'm going to put it this way. He knows, but it's kind of difficult to actually say, oh my God, this is coming from. Because it's, you know, it still stays into the abstract. It's into that energy that is sent on out, but nothing is completely 100% clear. So, I'm definitely going to have to say yes. He can definitely feel that this is coming from you, but he feels like it's coming from you because of the energy, because it's always stable. It's always the same. And every single time that you do send out those type of energies, thoughts, manifestations, workings, it always has the same feeling of grounding and love and comfort. And it always reminds him of you, which is why into his mind, it is a yes. So I'm definitely going to say to you over here, sweetie, he can definitely feel something that is coming from you. But like I'm saying, he doesn't completely know full the how or the why. So when you meditate and when you send loving energies, that energy kind of registers onto a subtle level. So gut feelings, the sudden warmth, the dreams, the intrusive thoughts, sometimes it shifts the moods. And people often sense that source of that shift if they already have a connection or attraction to the sender. Otherwise, you're not necessarily going to get it. So that's why there's that feeling of warmth that we're always seeing. There's that feeling of being drawn. There's that feeling of feeling oddly kind of calm and inwardly kind of suspecting that this is coming from the person that you care about, which of course would be you into this situation. So, it's an absolute yes, sweetie. He definitely does assume into his mind that this is like an intuitive nudge. It's an emotional pull rather than something that is thinking. It's not into the mind. You know, oh, she sat down and she meditated for 20 minutes and sent me energy, right? No. But does he know that it's coming from you because of the bond, because of the feelings, because of the nudges and the thoughts and that chord that is so familiar all the time? That's why. That's the word I'm looking for. Was familiar. So should you stay quiet until he reaches out? Absolutely, because he is going to reach out, because you know he always does. He's just a little bit last minute onto everything. So yes, stay quiet until he reaches out. You know that he will, sweetie. So we're going to aim over here for something that is balanced, okay? A balanced presence, quiet, just kind of wait inwardly. And that's it. So hold your loving energy for him. Visualize, send that beautiful love. And that's it. So let's just continue to give him that space. That space is doing good. That space is proving good for you. It's proving good for the relationship. Yes, there's still a little bit of, but we have seen into the last week or so, there's more conversation, a little bit more reaching on out. We've got a date. So things are moving along, but they're moving along because you keep sending that beautiful energy. Things into his life are starting to put themselves a little bit into the right place. At the very same time, we do have over here that him getting ready, him having the space, him being able to move on forward as he feels necessary to do so. So we need to look at it like this. By not flooding with messages or trying to force any type of timeline, this silence is something that is more magnetic. And when it's more magnetic, it's more calm, it's more confident, it's not fearful in any kind of a way. So yes, stay available and stay, thank you, my beautiful love shine. I just received your email, sweetie. Stay available and stay warm. Stay into that beautiful place where you are at, into your beautiful energy, and he shall reach on out like he usually does. But into the meanwhile, you continue to focus on you. He will reach on out. You will see. You will have your date. And silence, you know, is not passive. It's empowered strategy. And when you pair that with your inner work, you're clearing all boundaries. So I know that our goal is clarity. This is going to bring you clarity. Thank you, love shine, sweetie. Hey, Elaine, how are you doing? Thank you for your donation, sweetie. What's not the question? Does he know how he got it? Let me read your question again. So when Mike receives your energy, he knows that it's coming from you. Yes. Does he know that you're intentionally doing meditation? No, he doesn't know you're intentionally doing it. No. But like I was saying, when you are doing these type of workings and manifestations, does he clearly know that is you? No. Like I was stating, it's more of a state because he feels like it's always that energy. And whenever you do these things, he has more thoughts about you. He feels warmer, feels more grounded, thinks more about the relationship. That's how he knows, or anyways, believes that this energy is coming from you. Does he believe that you're manifesting or that you're doing workings? No. But does he believe perhaps into those moments that you're thinking more about him and that's why he's getting this type of an energy? Yes. Does that make more sense? What does he assume that's why he gets? He assumes it because otherwise it's just like a spark of energy. It's something that comes upon into him. It's something that just appears. So he could be doing his normal thing. He could be making his pasta dinner. And then he could be thinking about work, and then poof, you kind of pop into his mind. But as you kind of pop into your mind, there's those feelings of calmness and grounding, things that resemble, make him feel comfortable. And there's always that thought of you. That's why. Hopefully that's making sense. Because his energies are not the same at that moment. He has the normal energies, my beautiful Julie, where normal life, he does his things, he thinks about you, he's got his own stuff. But into those moments when you do those workings or when you're manifesting or any type of energy into that kind of way, when he receives them, they're much more powerful, they're stronger, which is where the difference comes from. No, that's what I'm saying, sweetie. No. No, 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 no. He's not assuming that you're manifesting. He's not assuming that you are, he's not assuming that you're doing workings. He is assuming at those moments that you are thinking about him more. Not necessarily manifesting him, but you're thinking about him more. And these are these little nudges that he is getting. This is what he believes. Is it the truth of it? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. It's difficult to explain, but yes, that's what it is. He doesn't believe you're doing any type of workings or you're sitting down meditating. It's just that it's very powerful and it's very different. And whenever he gets it, he just kind of feels like, oh my God, she must be thinking about me. Or this energy is so strong, he can't quite pinpoint. But he knows that it's coming from you. Okay, perfect. Sweet dreams, my beautiful Julie, my love. Sweet dreams, sweetie. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. So, here we go. I am going to go and see Love Shine. Alrighty. So, Love Shine, email. Alrighty. Let's do this. Love Shine needs a timestamp. He had, oh no. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh no, he wasn't feeling well. Oh. Okay, well let's go see. I've finished reading your email. Let me just go and put a timestamp. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I know you're here. I was reading your questions. So you're going to be at 24 minutes. Alrighty. Let's switch up decks. Okay, so he went in for a procedure. They went to eat, and he was not feeling all that good. And there were the football games. All right. Hi, sweetie. Nice to see ya. All right. So, sweetie, here we go. He had it done 2 times before and always seen him with no problem, but you believe he told... No, I believe that he told the truth, too. It's not fun. Yeah. Okay, sweetie. How are things going with the wife? Knight of Wands reverse, Page of Cups, 4 Swords, and Judgment. Nothing bad that is happening over here, but nothing all that good altogether. Yeah. Yeah, no, into the past you've had it done twice. I honestly, from what I can see over here, from everything that seems to be going on, like, they're getting along well today. There's not any problems. The Knight of Wands in reverse is him not really necessarily wanting to take any action. Nothing much really all that happening. I feel as though maybe she's been a little bit harsh upon him because he didn't necessarily do as much as maybe she would have liked him to, or maybe he wasn't as energetic as she would have liked him to be. So there is a little something that is happening there, but nothing much more. It's more about her kind of wanting him to be able to do more things today, and he did not necessarily do. So I will ultimately say that between him and her, there's really not all that much that is happening. Not much to be said over here, sweetie. Yeah, well, the wife was there too, and they, they stopped on by. They went to eat. They did things. So it made sense. Yeah, the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is offering, which is why I'm saying there's not... You have to look at the surrounding cards also, my beautiful love shine. Don't just look at the Page of Cups. Look at the cards that are surrounding those around it, which I don't remember, but we did have our Judgment. We also had our Knight of Wands in reverse, which is not necessarily a movement. There's not a movement that is coming on through. And I think we had the 4 Swords into that one. Yes, where there was a lot of resting, not too much necessarily happening. Don't just look at a cup and think, oh, there's love, there's an offer. It's not true. Look at the things that go along with it, because they mean an awful lot too. So here we go. 6 of Pentacles. Not the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. I'm so sorry. This is the 4 of Pentacles. Also getting over here our 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups altogether, sweetie, is not a good card. In reverse, it's much better. 5 of Cups is a lot about sadness. In reverse, he's actually kind of happy. I am getting the Hanged Man reverse, wanting things to change, wanting movements to happen. And I do have our King of Cups. So you're actually allowed to have the King of Cups. And if you do really just want to look at the cups, which do not look at the cups, but that being said, she had the Page of Cups. You have the King of Cups. So the offer is not the same. The stability is not the same. The responsibility is not the same. The engagement is not the same. The wants and the desires, not the same. When we're talking about our King of Cups over here, what he's truly trying to say in regards to you is that he holds on to you quite dearly. He is quite happy. He's not bored about you whatsoever. And you know what? He truly does love you, sweetie pie. So into your reading today, I can't say there's anything bad in any kind of shape, form, or way. Even though you guys did not necessarily see each other, he still holds on to you and loves you. Now, what does he... Oh, wait. Here I am just saying things off, and I'm not even into your email. Hold on. Okay, yes, I did that. Okay, let me go see if that's the reason why he... Yeah. Okay. What the reason why he did not see you. Up next, by the way, is Joy. So Joy, please do let us know if you're here. Otherwise, we'll leave you a timestamp. Okay. Again, we do have the Page of Cups that is showing on up with our 4 Wands, and we also do have our Hermit in reverse. Honestly, from what I can see over here, sweetie, it's not. I'm not taking away from the fact that he was groggy, and I do not neither want to go into a battle or into a fight. And I don't want you to doubt him, but you asked me the question, so I will answer you. And I will say, yes, maybe he was groggy. Maybe. I have no doubt. There's medications into that. It's a procedure. It's not fun. It's kind of sore after. There's nothing, you know. That being said, you're asking me if is that the real reason that he did not go meet you. No, it is not the real reason. The real reason is he did stuff with the family. He was around with the family. Yes, he was probably not feeling all that good. But did he actually just kind of sit his little bonbon down and watch TV? No. What does he want to tell you that he finds hard to say? You're going to see him for some reason, I feel, on Sunday. Something happening is Sunday afternoon, I feel. So what does he want to tell you that he finds hard to say? Honestly, King of Pentacles. He finds it hard to say that, you know what, he doesn't always have the strength to say everything that he wants to say, to be with you at all moments. He doesn't always have the strength to pass on through any different challenges or many big challenges that will come through his life. He doesn't have the strength necessarily to say to you. It's not about having the strength. Honestly, it's not even that he doesn't want to say it to you. It's just that he's not saying it. He's not saying to you all these little things that are really big things, but that are basic, like, you're important to me. I do love you. I try to do my best for you. I try to do my best for us. I want to hold on to us forever. These are all things that he doesn't say. Not because he's afraid. He just doesn't say them because he's not comfortable saying them. You're going to be seeing him most likely onto Sunday, Sweetie Pie, Sunday afternoon or Monday. I don't feel it tomorrow. I will say Sunday or Monday. And Joy, you're coming on up next. As for Tarot, we do have over here our Page of Pentacles, reverse position, followed out by our Knight of Swords. A lot of things going on into his life at this moment. He's trying to make some place for you. All right, so life is a little bit chaotic, but he's trying to do his very, very best to be close to you, sweetie. Other than that, I am getting also over here Judgment, and I am getting also our Knight of Pentacles. So, sweetie, honestly, our King of Wands, movement towards you. He loves you. He wants you. All right. Elaine. Oh, the other one is Mimi. Thank you, Mimi. I'm going to update the list in just a few seconds, okay, guys? So his love messages towards you is he keeps on moving towards you with our King of Wands. He does love you, doesn't want to run away from you. He wants to try to make things as best as he possibly can. I know you're upset. I know you're upset about the whole lying thing, but we can't change him. It's just the way that he is. Joy, are you around, my love? I am going to open up over here Elaine. I'm going to go and see Joy. Hi, Joy. All right, I got you, Elaine. He didn't see you because he was doing activities with the family. The wife wanted him to be around, sweetie. It's basically what it is. Hey, Sean. Or Diane. Oh, maybe you're not here. All right, Joy. Here we go, sweetie. Joy. What is Joey thinking? Curious when he's going to be in town again and how's it going to go? Let's go see. When I speak about family, my beautiful love, love shine, I speak about home, anything that has to do with home. The wife wanted to do things with him, needed him around. It could be for family things without the kids actually being there. It could be cleaning things. It could be fixing things up. It's things that are family related into the home that she wanted him to help on out with. It's not necessarily going to, I don't know, an aqua park or something. It's doing things that are in regards to family. Preparing things, thinking about things, regulating things, organizing things, all those kind of things. She wanted to keep him around, is basically what it is. No, it was not. It was not romantic. It was, she wanted to keep him around to do things. Yes. So that he could help her out. My dear, beautiful Joy, what is Joey thinking? King of Pentacles, the Fool. Joey wants to see you again. He does. He's actually hoping and wishing to do so, but he doesn't have the opportunity to do so at this moment, my love. Have you given him any news? Have you reached on out? He doesn't seem to be reaching on out towards you. Okay. At this moment, I'm going to say he wants to reach out, doesn't really know how to reach out because he doesn't really necessarily want you to think that he only wants to be with you for something that could be, let's say, sexual. But there is definitely a want and a desire to meet on up with you. It is something that he is thinking about. It is something that he's actively thinking about, but hasn't quite necessarily figured out the time or the moment or how to do so. But he'll figure it out. He's most likely going to do it sometimes, I'm going to say, into an impulsive kind of a way. He's going to decide, okay, this is it. This is when I'm going to be doing it. And there you go. He's just going to decide he's going to do it, right? Some things in life we think about for hours before doing. And other times it's just impulsive right here, right now. This is what I've got to say. That's what he's going to do. He's going to ask you, hey, can you meet on up this date, that time, whatever. That's where you're going to end up meeting on up. So I'm going to say within the following week, you should be able to see him. And you're definitely, I'm not going to say you're meeting on up. Like, I feel like you're meeting on up. I feel like maybe you're going to go and eat, like take a bite together or something of such, but maybe not something physical. Not because we don't want to. For some kind of reason, I don't know, either other people are around or you don't have enough time is what I'm gathering. But maybe that energy will change from here till there. No, I know he hasn't reached out now, but he's thinking about it. Does he have any feelings for you altogether? I don't see him having... I see him enjoying your company. I see him enjoying your company in many ways. May it be physical, may it be your beautiful personality altogether, but I do not necessarily see him being in love. That I don't necessarily see. No. So, you know, he likes what you do. He likes what you bring towards him. He enjoys all of that. But is there love? No. Is there a good bonding, a good type of friendship, a good type of relationship where this is good, it's fun and everything and the such? Yes. Love, though? No, not for the moment. He will cut the time short then when he gets back. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm seeing, sweetie. So that's what I'm going to say. You are going to end up meeting on up, but it's going to be somewhat a little bit short, sweetie pie. Stephanie, you're next, my love. Stephanie's going to be at 39 minutes. It's my pleasure, my beautiful Joy. Right before, Joy, you usually ask me how things are going to be happening with work. You didn't ask me. Let me go see. I don't know if you're working this weekend, but if you are working this weekend, things might not necessarily go the way that you would like them to. Not as productive, all right? So work onto the productivity. Hi, my beautiful Stephanie. So Jonathan's current feelings and intentions towards you. Will Jay be going to our favorite bar on Sunday? Or will he be avoiding this bar from now on? Let me go and see that right away, my love. Here we go. Elaine, you are on up next, followed out by Mimi. So Elaine and Mimi are going to be following on up. Stephanie, let's go see. All right. Let me just do that, do this, and that. Thank you, Elaine. Over here is what we're going to go. All right. All right. Okay. Pumpkin. I still haven't gone. To buy my kids' costumes. I'm so late. I feel like I'm late in a lot of things this year. I feel like there's a shift. Not a shift in priorities, just a shift. I don't know. Well, probably because my kids aren't with me this year at Halloween. That's probably why I haven't gone yet. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go next week. This weekend they're not with me, so next week it'll be. The Empress, my love. We are with you, my beautiful Stephanie, by the way. I was shuffling and, into my mind, but here we go. The Empress, the Sun, and the Nine of Cups, still into the same place. You're still seeing very high up onto the regards. Like, if we were into the right divine timing at the right moment, you would be perfect. Honestly. So, yeah. It could be right, Juanza. I know, seriously. I was even thinking of telling Evil D, why don't you go? All right. I was going to say, why don't you go and just purchase their stuff since you're going to be the one who's going to be with them. But he's cheap as heck and he'll buy things they don't like. So poop on it. I'll go and do it. I'll go and do it because otherwise though I'll end up with the most ugliest costumes ever that nobody wants but everybody's too afraid to tell him. So there you go. I'll sacrifice myself. I kid you not. Seriously. It's scary stuff. Whenever I have anything that comes from his place, even if it's socks, I throw them out. I throw them out to the garbage. I don't want your stuff at my place. Get rid of it. Don't bring it here. It's got bad energies. Okay, so Stephanie, sweetie, honestly, what I was saying is this, divine timing. If you were into the right place at the right moment with him, things would be perfect. It would be the most perfect thing for you, honestly. But at this moment, this person is not happy with himself. He doesn't know what he wants. He's searching for clarity, so he's not ready for anything. I know, right, Hanson? Yeah. So I'm basically going to say over here for you this, sweetie. I feel as though Jonathan's feelings and intentions towards you have not changed. He's still into the place where I really like you. If this was the right moment, the right time, we would actually be quite perfect together. But since he's so stuck into his world of not really knowing what he wants and how he wants to move on forward, he's kind of a little bit dragging you around into this. Now, I know that he's trying to kind of cut himself off of it so that he doesn't necessarily drag you into it, but the fact that he holds on to you because he thinks about you quite dearly creates some type of issue, right? So basically, I'm going to say he's still into a place where he's not necessarily making any movement towards you. He's still into his world, still into his thoughts. Nothing is going to be changing with that. Again, not because he's decided that he's walking away, simply because he's still into his place of chaos, into his head. Now, is he going to be going to the place that you're telling me about? We're going to go and see. No, I can't tell you that, no room. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you what your married life is going to be since you're not quite married yet. I'm not going to tell you how much you can fight neither, and would it be stable? Too far out, sweetie. But I do wish you the very best into all of that, my love. Put the right intentions into it, and everything will go into the right way. Yeah, you go to this bar called the Whiskey. Oh, that sounds nice. The Whiskey River. All right. I'm getting the Sun. I'm getting the Knight of Rods, and I'm getting the Lovers. Is he going to be there? Yes. So far, unless his energy changes, he will be there. Somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock from what I can see at this moment. So will he? Yes. So I'm going to say yes, he is going to be there. Unless he changes his plans, he's not going to be avoiding it. He's definitely moving on forward towards it. You would go on Sundays all the time, but you're wondering if you'll go maybe see if he wants to see you. Well, if he will go to maybe see if he wants to see. I feel like he's going to go, not necessarily to go and see you though. I will take out the cards towards it. I feel like he's going to go because he wants to go, because he wants to go for the vibes. But I feel like he's in such a place where his mind frame is already made of what he wants and how he wants to move on forward at this moment. If he ends up changing his mind, he definitely could. But one thing is for certain, if he goes there and then you end up over there, I don't feel like there's going to be, a reconnection or a conversation. So you can always go and check and peek it on out and see what's going to happen with the energies. No problem with that. But what I'm going to say is he's still not ready for this relationship. So yeah. But is he going to be there? So far, yes. Sweetie. Oh, you're going to send me an email, aren't you? I'll be with you into the email, sweetie. Thank you, my love. How are you doing? To reignite anything, fear, just no, he's not. No, it's not a question of fear. It's not the right timing. It's not what he wants at this moment. Jonathan needs a good 4 to 6 weeks to figure himself out before anything happens. And the more room you leave him, the better it's going to be for him to kind of wrap his mind around the connection, what he wants, and all those things. But he needs a good 4 to 6 weeks, my love. Yeah. Elaine, I'm coming to see you, sweetie. Tomorrow's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, no. He needs 4 to 6 weeks now, at this moment. From the moment I'm talking, not from what has passed on by. From at this moment, a good 4 to 6 weeks. Let me know, Stephanie, if ever you do go onto Sunday. And if ever you do want any readings onto the weekend, you can always go through PayPal. Go before 6 p.m. is usually best, and I'll be able to answer you. I do some readings onto the weekend, so I'm sending you much love, my beautiful Stephanie. Nice to see you too, Dion. I'm going to see you later on. I'll send you an email, okay? Elaine, here we go. Elaine, Mimi. Dion is going to be later on. Hi, Divine Timing. It is nice to see you, sweetie pie. Elaine. All right. Elaine. So, why do you see the Three of Wands today? And I will be announcing soon a Friday closing time. Soon. Not quite yet, but soon. When I'm with Mimi, I'll announce. I'll look at where we're at, okay? I'm going to give you guys a better time. So why did you see the Three of Wands today? The Three of Wands, quite frankly, is an expansion. It's a vision. It's looking ahead with a certain anticipation. So seeing it into your vision actually suggests that your higher self is nudging you to look beyond where you're at this moment. So opportunities, collaborations, different paths opening on up. It's like if it's telling you to be alert, but to be alert for signs of growth, of travel, of new ventures. But it's also about patience. So it's about the seeds that you've planted that are kind of starting to show different type of results. But you're into that waiting for that ship to kind of come on in kind of a stage. All right. So it's really about looking towards those opportunities of the future. So your main message over here is to stay ready and to stay open, because if you will, your horizon is like expanding. All right. Any good news coming on in this week? Any good news coming on in this week? Okay. We do have our Queen of Swords. We do have our Queen of Wands. A lot of thoughts. Frig. All right. A lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas, a lot of wanting to move on forward, and a lot over here of thoughtfulness. Yes. There's like these beautiful thoughts over here. It's like your mind is so full of ideas. There's a little bit of a contrast though. You're so full of ideas, you're so full of thoughts and like imagination and plans and everything of the such. You're like an Einstein. You're like an Einstein this week. Your brain is compact, full of information, super interesting, but it's like you're not utilizing it. So message here being is whatever it is you're going to be thinking about, try to make it useful. Try to do something with it. All right. You could also be receiving different type of little messages over here coming from spirit. Yeah. Now the painting dream. The painting dream is something that is highly symbolic because it does have a lot to do with creativity, but also transformation. Painting, making the white stripes, if you will, unique. That's about you trying to put your own mark on something that seems ordinary. It's a little bit of you kind of pushing on through for originality into your work, but also into your life. It's not just in regards to work. Now, the black paint explosion covering everything, now that shows the power of release. That shows the power of release, but also destruction. It's like wiping that old canvas clean and breaking those structures. It's starting something new. It's starting something fresh. Thank you, Dion, if you are around. I just received your message, sweetie. Now, the little colors left is a reminder that everything after tearing things down, your essence and your creativity, they're still there and they're remaining. The fact that you exit the room and you enter into another room, that's about transitioning into a chapter of creativity, of career. It's leaving behind those old ways of expression. So your painting dream is in waking life means that you're ready for some type of creative breakthrough. Your subconscious is telling you, do not be afraid. Don't be afraid of what? Of messing up. Don't be afraid about it. Don't be afraid about destroying what is safe, because you are meant to create something that is bold, something that is basically entirely yours, something that is your own. Now, a general now until end of September is a little bit what we did with this week. If you add 7 days to 19, sweetie, you're going to get to 26. You're 4 days off of the end of September. But let me go and look for you. It's more about planning. Again, a lot of ideas, a lot of indecision, but not necessarily a lot of movement. So it's planning, it's clearing space, it's preparing for what's ahead. You're going to be feeling a little bit restless at times, but just come trust the process, okay? What you're doing right now is you're thinking, you're aligning, okay? You're aligning your foundations. So you can expect different type of insights and nudges that are going to help you tie up those loose ends. So Spirit is really asking you, if you will, to focus on visioning and preparing, not on rushing anything. And into the month of October. And Mimi is next, my loves, and then I shall make a declaration. All right, what is happening? Okay, into the month of October. Well, you could have an offer into the month of October. October carries stronger movement, but also carries more, if you will, results. The energy feels like it's more action oriented, like chances to show your creativity, your recognition for your efforts, maybe even different type of opportunities that are going to be opening on through, but with different type of new connections, if you will. So I feel like this is a month where your inner clarity is going to grow and where you're going to feel more sure of where you're heading and kind of less stuck into that waiting stage. So your theme for the month of October is about stepping into visibility, but also about stepping into your own momentum, yours. All right. I believe we have Love Shine again. We're gonna go and see. And that's what I have for you, sweetie. Here we go. Mimi is on up next, and I am going to give an end time for today. Okay. You guys have buffering issues. Hold on, I'll fix it. Okay, it's fixed. Good night, my beautiful. Good night, sweetie. Thank you, my beautiful Joy. Also, love. I'm going to be with Mimi, and then we're going to go and see Joy, and then we're going to go and see Love Shine. I've got you, my beautiful Joy. Thank you, sweetie. I'm going to come and see Mimi, and you're going to be on up right after, okay? So just give me a few moments. I just want to go into PayPal. And here we go. We have over here, I'm going to call you just Taylor, okay, sweetie? I'm not going to say your last name, my love. Thank you so very much, sweetie. I'll be with you shortly. So here we go, Mimi. So the list is Joy, Love Shine, and Taylor. We're going to close the readings at 10:30 for Lilith and Quanson, okay? Love Shine, you already sent me your questions, so that is good. All right, so Mimi, let's give you a timestamp and let's move on forward. All right. Did I put a timestamp? I didn't. Thank you. Mimi is going to be at 1 hour. Thank you, Stephanie. I'll be with you shortly too, okay? I've got you, my love. Mimi. All right. About MTNJL. Up next is going to be Joy. I'm going to answer Stephanie's other question before going to see Love Shine also, okay? Because it's just one little question, sweetie. All right. MT and JL. MT's comment does definitely show that she sees herself in you. Like a younger and more fiery version of her. It's actually a little bit of a form of praise, even if it did come with some type of a teasing, my love. She feels that you're sharp, you're quick to learn, you're kind of passionate, and she may also kind of admire that energy in you, even though she herself has kind of slowed down now. JL's joke feels more like it's playful banter than something that is malice. But I need you to keep your guard lightly up, just lightly, all right? It just kind of shows how people sometimes perceive you as outspoken or maybe even a little bit blunt, but still overall, they're seeing you as very competent, as very fast learning, as someone who can really just kind of hold down her own. All right. About CH, I feel as though your guarded feeling is actually kind of correct. I feel like CH still feels unpredictable. I feel like a little bit watchful. I feel like she may not necessarily openly oppose to you at this moment, but I do feel like her energy isn't quite fully safe. So I need you to trust your instincts here and kind of keep your interactions a little bit more professional, okay? All right. Mr. Harry. Mr. Harry seems to have a little bit stepped back for now, and I feel like Mr. Harry is focusing a little bit more into his own world. He's not putting effort into necessarily coming back your way. I feel as though he does know, however, he does know how much you have given to him and that he has not necessarily given on back. I do not feel as though he has completely given on up, like into his mind. It's not, I gave up and I gave up completely, but it's, I'm not putting time into this at this moment, which is completely different. To close a chapter altogether and say, I'm never going to return, or to say, I'm just not validating or working or putting energy into this at this moment, are two completely different things. This is more of, I'm not putting energy into this. This is not really what I want or what I need at this moment. So yeah, it has not fully given on up, but yeah. About the divorce, like at this moment, no, like the timing is not soon. We're still like in a good 4 to 5 years, sweetie pie. It's something that is stretched on out. It's something that's dragging on out. And I say 4 to 5 years. It could go to 2 years, but it could also go to 7 or 8. That's how the energy goes. It fluctuates. My sweet love, do not wait for them to get divorced. Do not put your life on hold for them to separate, for a chance of him awakening and doing something. Besides, think about it, Mimi. Even when he loves you and he's with you and there's no wife, he still chit-chats with a bunch of people. Are you good with that or not? Really analyze the situation, analyze a person, see if it is good with you, and determine what you how you want to move on forward. But please, my love, do not wait for somebody who has, moved on into a way that they're not happy, but they still chose that path. I don't want you to be unhappy for 5 years, sweetie. I don't. About X. Let's go see X. But you do what you want. I love you anyways. Just the same. I don't care what it is you choose. I just want you to be happy, or as happy as you can be. X sees your energy towards him as softened a little bit, kind of compared to before. There is a notice into the shift. It's like we feel like you're a little bit less sharp or a little bit less understanding, and that kind of makes this person feel a little bit better around you. But I also feel as though this person senses that part of you is still kind of tied emotionally to, to someone else. So you're right. You do need a little bit more time to heal before truly moving on forward, my love. So basically, you don't owe anybody your peace. Okay? The ones who are meant to be into your circle, they'll be there. They'll honor your heart, my sweet love. Yeah, don't forget that, okay? I am going to give you, however, messages from Mr. Harry. And here we go. Up next, I'm going to go and see Joy's additional question, Stephanie. So Joy and Stephanie followed out my love shine. All right. I still think about you so much more than I'd like to admit. You have left a mark onto my heart that I simply cannot erase. And even if I stay silent, part of me will always carry you with love. Beautiful Mimi, I'm sending you much love. Perfect, my beautiful love shine. Thank you, sweetie. I do believe that I did receive it, sweetie. Yes. All right, hold on. All right. You're going to chamber event next Thursday. Will there be anybody there that will spark into your energy, and how is that going to go? Hold on. Okay. What is this chamber place? I'm intrigued. I don't know what chamber. No. Wherever it is that you're going, there seems to be somewhat of an attraction, my beautiful joy. There seems to be like a want and a desire, but things seem to be failing. Like it's not going the way that it's supposed to be. Yeah. All right, just 1 second. Okay. Sweetie pie. It doesn't seem to be working. All right. Whatever it is that the plan is, whatever the plan seems to be, what is it that you're going over there for, sweetie pie? Because I see that you have hopes and you have wants and you have desires, but they're not going the way that you want. As you're wondering, is somebody going to be there that you feel is going to be attractive, who's going to be interesting? Yes, but nothing is going to be happening with it because we seem to be into a place where we're kind of juggling with different things over here. There seems to be different challenges that are actually blocking, which is where this failure is coming from. I'm also seeing failure into the way that I feel like there's stress. I feel like you're not getting exactly what it is that you want. I feel as though our Queen of Cups is not happy over here. So if you're looking for somewhat of like a new, fresh start, I'm not seeing that actually happening. So whatever this weekend is, does not seem to be going the way that you would like it to. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing. All right. Does that make any sense? So is anybody going to spark your energy, and how's that evening going to go? I'm basically going to say to you, is anybody going to spark your energy? Yes, but it's not going to go the way that you want it to. Whatever it is that you're looking for, you don't seem necessarily to be getting. It's like there's an attraction, there's somewhat of a good vibe, but there's other issues, there's other things that are coming around that are not giving you the opportunity to actually move on forward and to make something happen with it. So I'm getting over here that it's important, if you do want something to happen with it, to actually jump on in and make something happen with it. Yeah. And it's for work. Sweetie pie, that work event, I'm not going to say is going to go badly, but if you're looking for something that would have to do with romance, with love, with connections, it's not going to be the place, not the moment for it. You're not going to get what it is that you want. If you're wondering how things will go, let's say financially onto that, I can definitely go and look into that, sweetie. But romantically or emotionally speaking, there could be a person or two that you could find interesting, but this person's not going to give you what you need. I just don't see any movement. So love-wise, I will say no. Work-wise, it's going to be okay. It's not going to go the way that you actually want it to go. But financially speaking, work-wise, nothing all that big. It's, I'm going to say, somewhat of a transition. You're there, you're getting the knowledge that you need, you're getting what you want, but really, that's it. So it's not going to be a really big event where a lot of things are going to be happening and you're going to leave and say, oh my God, this was so fantastic. I did this and I did that. It's going to be, it was okay. It was all right. I kind of had to go. It was what it was, but that's it. So no big excitement. Nothing big chaotic, just I'm going to put it as neutral. I'm going to put it as ordinary. If you go on in over there and expect something neutral, that is exactly what you'll get. Yes. So money-wise, I'm going to say neutrality. You will get information. You might even get new connections. Is it going to be really, really good sell-wise? Not right away. Like I said, it's not the best place. It's not the best moment into the divine timing for that right away. Stephanie, hold on over here just 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay. Stephanie. Is going to be at 122. But Joy, I don't want you to think that this is going to be bad. No. I just feel as though it's not necessarily going to go into the way that you would like it to. But you will make new connections and everything of the such. Okay? Stephanie, sweetie. How would Jay feel react if he saw you with somebody else? Loveshine and Taylor are going to be on up next. All right. That being said, my love, this is what I'm going to say for you. How would he actually feel and react if he saw you with somebody else? I feel like the Page of Cups, he's going to feel as though you moved on. He's going to feel as though you moved on really, really quickly, and you probably didn't really, love him, or was not necessarily all that interested into him all that much. I don't feel like he would make a really big case of it. I feel like he would be disappointed. But honestly, the main message coming out over here is, oh my God, she really did move on really quickly. She really did, move on forward and do something else. And, I probably wasn't all that important into her eyes. This is just too quick. So yes, some jealousy. Yes, maybe a little bit of frustration. But I kind of feel like it's something that would pass on by fairly quickly into his head. It would actually help him to kind of close that chapter, because at this moment he is into a place where, he's a little bit in limbo, doesn't really quite know what to do, but he would definitely feel disappointed. But would it make him, if you're wondering, would it make him say, oh my God, I'll make a move and see maybe if she'll take me back? No, he would really just be disappointed, a little bit frustrated, feeling like you moved on really quickly. Hi, Sean. Nice to see you, sweetie. How are you doing, love? Love, Shine. Thank you. Taylor, I need to know if our beautiful Taylor is here also. I don't know if it's you, Ty, who popped on in over there, but yeah, I'll be with you quite shortly, okay? Elaine Tad is not here at this moment. Yes, it would hurt him. It would hurt him and it would annoy him, but it's not going to hurt him so he comes towards you, which I feel is a little bit more what you're getting into. And I understand it. I get it. But it's not going to get you what you want. But it would hurt him. It would hurt him. Yes. So we are going to go over here. Replace that one. We are going to go and make sure everything is okay. All right. So here we go. Oh, actually, your questions are over there. Okay, the list is still the way that it is. So we're going to go and see Love Shine. Deanna, okay. So when M got home, was he wanting to see you but couldn't but didn't? It's basically what it is. Yes. Oh, did I put a timestamp for Love Shine? I don't think I did. Did I? Didn't I? No, I didn't. So Love Shine is going to be at 1:26:30, but for some reason it's not really writing. Okay, we'll just let it be. Oh no, it's frozen. Is it frozen for anybody else? The live is frozen. I'm sure you guys can hear me because whenever it's frozen, you can still hear me, but it is frozen. It's refreshing. Just one moment, my loves. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, you guys are fine. I'm not. Okay, I am now. So we're going to put Love Shine at 127. Okay, thank you, loves. Yeah. Stephanie, I'll be with you in just in a second. What's your additional question, my beautiful Stephanie? I don't see it. Please post it for me, Stephanie. Yeah, I answered the question of if he saw you with somebody else, would he feel jealous? And that I did answer. And I put a timestamp also. I don't know where it's at 122. So if that is your question, it is already answered. It's at 122, my love. If it's another question that I didn't see it, then you can post it and I'll answer you, my love. So Love Shine, is it because he didn't want to see you or because he couldn't see you, right? Yeah. Okay, thank you, Stephanie. I'll be with you in just a second, okay? I'll finish up with Love Shine. I'll come and see you. So I do have our 5 of Cups. I do have our 2 of Pentacles. Do also have our 3 of Cups on our Knight of Swords. So no, Sweetie Pie, it's not that he just couldn't. He couldn't. He was busy doing other things. But it's not because he didn't want to see you. It's because it's like he was blocked. He was not able to do so. He didn't have the option to do so. Ty, thank you, sweetie. Are you Tyler, my love? If you're Tyler, sweetie, that is perfect. You're going to be on up in just a second. All right. Yeah, just let me know if you're Tyler because I do have something from Tyler, and Ty and Tyler could kind of mix. So he was planning to see you but couldn't. That's exactly what it is. Exactly, sweetie. Okay. So you say, how did or does he feel about not seeing you today? You always see each other on Fridays unless he's out of town. Well, earlier when we looked into the energy, he was okay. He was okay, sweetie. I see over here with our 7 of Pentacles in reverse that he was disappointed by the fact that you guys were not able to see each other. So there was a lack of possibility. And I feel like there was some sadness. So I will say some sadness because of the lack of possibilities and the blockages that were happening. His thoughts on Amy tonight. Getting over here, how are his thoughts on you tonight? Our High Priestess, he is thinking about you. I feel like he's thinking about the next meeting. Our 2 of Pentacles is meeting over here that he's a little bit disappointed that the fact that you guys were not able to see each other. We do have our 10 of Wands again, which we just had previously a few seconds ago, into the way that he was feeling disappointed that he did not and was not able to see you. Our 3 of Pentacles into a blockage, so nothing quite happening, but are thinking about you. Are thinking about the beauty and what you bring into his life. And actually thinking about the next meeting. What is the next meeting you guys are going to do? So I feel like he's actually into his thoughts of you tonight, looking forward to the next time you're going to be seeing each other. Kind of feeling a little bit disappointed that you guys were not able to see each other today, not by his own fault, but simply because it was not a possibility. So There is disappointment. There is thinking about you, how much beauty and how much goodness you bring into his life. And there's also a lot of beautiful thoughts towards the next time you guys are going to be able to see each other. So I feel like he's looking forward towards that. And Tarot. And Stephanie, I'm going to come and answer your other question before going to see Taylor, okay? So, Six of Swords, a reverse, a Three of Pentacles, again, a reversed, Five of Cups. Sweet Lord. Okay, so Sweetie Pie into the tarot. Honestly, there's no movement. He's not going anywhere. All right, he's stuck where he's at, but he's more than stuck. But he's not disappointed. Look, what these cards are actually saying over here is that nothing has changed, nothing has moved. Everything is status quo. The fact that he didn't see you today doesn't change anything. He loves you just the same. He's still looking towards the next time he's going to see you. He loves the stability that you guys have. He is always happy when he is close to you. He feels like there's abundance. He feels like there's caring. He feels like there's comfortability. He feels safe when he is with you. And that he adores and doesn't want to change a thing about it. You are, Ty. Thank you, sweetie. You're going to be on up in just a second, okay? Let's go and add over here our beautiful Stephanie. I'm glad you're feeling better, sweetie. I didn't want you to stress. I know, Love Shine, whenever I tell you something, sometimes you become a little bit stressed. I have to tell it to you because it is what I see. But when I say I don't want you to stress about it, I don't want you to stress about it. You don't have to send another... You're okay, my love. You're okay, sweetie. Everything is all right, my love. All right? If there was any big problems, I'd let you know. Stephanie, since Jonathan is planning on going to your favorite bar, yes. Hold on, Love Shine, sweetie. It is, wait, planning on going to your favorite bar. Is it not into the back of his head that there's a good chance that you will be there too and see each other? Though maybe he would avoid. No. What I can actually feel over here is that he figures that you're not going to be there. Therefore, he figures he can go, which is different. It's a little bit like you thinking, oh, he's probably not going to go because that's a place that we usually do go. And I kind of feel like going, so I'm going to go. It's exactly the same thing in reverse. So he's not going into the chance of being able to go and see you. He's going because he enjoys a place and wants to be there. But if ever he does see you, then he is going to feel as though it's a little bit awkward because he's not ready. He's not ready for the reconciliation. He's not ready to have that conversation. He's not ready to balance things out. So it's most likely going to make things a little bit more awkward. He's not going to have the strength to do it. So that's basically what it is. So if you do go and he does go, again, I don't see that there is going to be chit-chatting or anything of the such. And if there is chit-chatting, it's not going to go into the way that you would like it to. Like I said, there's a good 4 to 6 weeks starting from when I'm speaking now, not what already happened. That is going to be important to leave him time into his own divine timing to figure stuff out. So if you want to go, you're allowed. It's a public place. If he wants to go, absolutely also. But don't necessarily try to look for a connection unless he actually tries to make a connection. That being said, I feel like he's going because he doesn't believe necessarily that you're going to go and he wants to go. But he's not going because he thinks you're going to be there and we want to have some type of an encounter to make things better. That's not what I'm seeing. Yeah. Oh, it can, sweetie. It can. Let's go see our dear Tyler. Let's go see Tyler. Hold on. I don't. Ty, I don't think so. I think you're into my PayPal, my love. Oh, yes, you're not into that. I do need you. I do, sweetie. Please do. Yes, please do, my love. Please. Yes. Yes. I had no idea you were into that. Yeah. What actions will Dylan take towards you for the rest of this month? Let's go see. Okay, so what actions will Dylan take towards you for the rest of this month? And Queen of Swords, getting over here, Hermit, also getting our King of Wands. The thing is, you got to go. Okay. Sweetie, he's not sending anything at this moment. Whatever it is that you sent out, are you in no contact with this person? What's happening with this person, my love? I'm asking because it's like whatever it is that you're sending, he's thinking about it, he's wondering about it, he's pondering it, but he's not doing anything with it. It's like it's stuck there. Yeah. So what actions will Dylan take towards you for the rest of the month? I see him being stagnant, not doing anything. Which is why I'm saying, what's happening into this relationship, sweetie? Why are we stuck into that place? If you could talk and see if he decides to meet up at the end of the month. And he didn't reply yet, right? Okay. Okay. He's thinking about it. He's wondering what your motives are altogether. Okay. For the moment, he's thinking about it. He's wondering what exactly it is that you would like to have out of this. But for the moment, he's not doing anything about it. Yeah. Yeah, Sean. Sometimes I have my coffee not until the morning. I have it at 4 p.m. So I guess it depends. Yeah, if he could give you an answer at the end of the month for you guys talking or something. All right. Now, what I actually would have preferred would be not an ask or a demand, more of let's talk about things onto our own side and figure out how we want to move on forward with this and on to a date. Like, I would have preferred an actual date. I like it like 30th of September, 3rd of October. It gives a date. It leaves less room for interpretation or stagnancy, procrastination. For the moment, I feel as though we're a little bit into a place where we're thinking about it. I don't feel like he's necessarily going to move on forward with it, though, I have to say. From what I can see within both of these decks, this is something that is coming a lot with you. Look, we've got in two different decks, we have our Queen of Swords, both over here into the middle. So you're wanting this, but he is into a place where he's a lot into his own energies, where he is thinking, where he is wondering with our Hermit and our King of Wands, but not necessarily making any movement. So I'm going to say the fact that you did send that out, it's all good. It's all perfect. Wait a little bit to see if he's going to answer you on back. If he doesn't, it's a little bit of an answer into itself. But if ever you do look for more clarity, you could always write back and say, is it a yes or a no? Are we going to meet up, let's say, on that date to discuss about things, or, you know, to send a message in some kind of a way? Hi, Diane, and thank you, my love. Love you too, Sean. Yeah. For the moment, though, I see him sticking into his energy, which I hate to say because I know it's not what you want. Nobody wants to hear that, but I see that there's a lot of you energy, your thoughts, your knowledge, you're articulating a lot, but he's a lot into his own world. So if he doesn't reply, just kind of let it be a little bit, see where that goes. That's going to be a little bit of an answer into itself. If he does reply, perfect. But for the moment, I feel like he's into a place where he doesn't know what to answer and doesn't know how to move on forward. He really just needs a little bit of his own time. He needs to think about things. Again, though, I would prefer somewhat of a date. So if at some point in time, let's say into the following days, you still don't have any news, you could always send out a little message, a tiny little one saying, you know what, please confirm to me if this is good for you or not. And if so, let's say, would, I don't know, the 30th of September be appropriate for you? And if he doesn't answer to that, let it be, let it fall on down. He knows where to find you. He knows where to reach on it whenever he's ready. And if he does, then good. But for the moment, I feel as though the message, he did get it. He is thinking about it. He is wondering. He is a lot into his own thoughtful process, but hasn't determined anything yet. Like I would love to say to you, there's nothing more that I would love to say than, okay, yes, he's going to do it, but I don't see it. But I don't see him saying no neither. I see him into the midst of trying to make that decision. So hopefully he'll make the decision and he'll decide to go for a yes. But for the moment, things are still a little bit unclear, my love. Yeah. Ty, if you're wondering, if you're worried, if you want to talk about it, again, I'm going to say it again. My email, send me an email. I'll talk with you. I'll listen to you. We'll chit chat. It's okay. Send me an email if you need me along the way. Okay? But for the moment, I'm seeing stagnancy, sweetie. And I really do hope that it changes for you, my love. But again, my email's open for you, my love. We are going to go and see over here, dear Juanson. And Dion, I'm going to take care onto my own. Juanson, how was your day today? Here we go. I got to sleep in today. Woohoo! No kids. I have one kid out of 3, but no school. They didn't move you around, right? It's been a nice cloudy day. It's still warm, but at least it cooled down as the day goes by. But like, we have a risk of frost here tonight. I kid you not. Let's go for a love and a general reading all together. And let's do this, and voila. Alrighty. Okay, so general altogether, what I can see over here is this. I feel like we're into a place where work-wise, nothing much is really changing. It is what it is. I don't see any red vest coming to annoy you. I don't see any big changes. I feel like things are pretty much stagnant. I feel like things onto the creative side are a little bit staying the way that they are also. Different project, different ideas, but not a lot of necessarily big movement altogether. Now, love-wise, hope, desire, looking towards the future, but slowly, one little step at a time. But I do feel like you're actually quite happy where you're at this moment with what you're doing. I feel like things are going well within that. All right. So yes. Movement in love, but slow movement. There's a lot going around you. There's a lot of beautiful energies around you, but you yourself, things are going well. Not necessarily anybody completely new coming on in, but not any, regrets or sadness or anything like that. You're just kind of moving on forward. How is Elizabeth today? A little bit better. We're feeling calmer, but we're feeling a little bit tired. I feel like she's pushing through different type of responsibilities, but into her heart, I feel like she wants lightness. I feel like she wants warmth. She feels comfort knowing that you do think of her, and I feel like it kind of lifts her mood, even when she's a little bit stressed. Now, her thoughts about you today. You did cross her mind into a sweet way, into an affectionate way, but into a very sincere way. You're that little safe space. You're that person that we can lean on to emotionally, even when there's silence. So she always does hold you quite close to her heart. What would she actually like to say to you? She feels your love even when you don't speak. And you need to trust that she carries you into her heart. I feel like she feels disappointed. Not in you. She's disappointed into decisions that she has made. Yeah. Decisions. Angel message. You are loved and protected. Stay grounded in faith, and what is yours cannot be taken from you. An oracle message. Trust in divine timing. What you seek is aligning behind the scenes. Even if you don't see proof yet, keep your heart open and steady. Love messages. I am with you at all times. Love doesn't fade just because of distance. Your love is healing. Never doubt its impact. And someone silently admires your heart and the way that you love so very purely. I think so, Lilith. I think so. Oh, those slangs. Au revoir, Sean. That being said, my beautiful loves, we shall end the live for tonight. I am sending much love out to everybody. We shall see each other on to Monday. So sweet dreams, my beautiful loves. Thank you for joining us tonight. Be safe and be happy during the weekend. I'll see you soon.